What's happening behind the scenes at Everton is leaving fans intrigued. The manager's choices are divisive, commentators are heavily criticized, and even a player is at risk of a fine after controversial statements. The question is, how much could this impact the Toffees' season? Let's unravel everything that happened together, because the details of this story could completely change how you view the club's current situation. Oh, and before we dive into this analysis, take the opportunity to like and subscribe to the channel, because there's much more breaking news about Everton on the way. Shortly after the loss to Wolves, who were already in a difficult season, Simon Jordan wasted no time in attacking the Everton fans. On TalkSport, he criticized fans for demanding Moyes make changes to the team and was blunt. There's a reason the manager rotates the squad. He knows what he's doing. He's managed over 1,000 games. In other words, Jordan meant that the fans should trust Moyes' experience more. But is that really the case? And this is precisely where the controversy begins. Because while Jordan defends Moyes, what we saw on the field was a team lacking intensity, unable to repay the coach's trust. To make matters worse, Wolves knew how to capitalize on their weaknesses and ended up eliminating the Toffees from the League Cup. And the question remains, was the decision to prioritize other competitions a shot in the foot? The curious detail is that even Tyler Dibbling, bought for £40 million, was on Jordan's agenda. For him, Moyes needs to trust these young talents. After all, if the club invested heavily, it's because he believes they can perform at a high level. Fans, however, wonder, was it the right time to test so many new talents at once, precisely in a competition where Everton had a real chance of advancing? And if the decision was risky, the consequences are already there. Everton is now betting practically all its chips on the FA Cup as its only chance of winning a title this season. And we're not even in October yet. But the controversy didn't stop there. Even before the match against Wolves, tensions were already high due to the derby against Liverpool. Jack Grealish, visibly irritated by the refereeing, made strong statements post-match, which could even result in a fine. He couldn't swallow Darren England's handling of the match, especially after penalizing Dewsbury Hall for taking a quick free kick and allowing questionable calls in favor of the Reds. Now the fans are divided. On the one hand, they understand Grealish's indignation. On the other, they know that in times of fair play, speaking out against referees rarely goes unpunished. The question remains, is this extra strain off the field worth it? After the elimination to Wolves, former Toffee player Michael Ball also joined the discussion and was not shy about criticizing. He said the team's performance was disappointing, especially for the thousands of fans who traveled expecting to see a competitive team. For Ball, there was a lack of attitude from the opening whistle. And that's no exaggeration. There were 7 changes to the starting lineup, including big names like Grealish and Pickford on the bench. And to top it all off, Jim White brought up a fact that makes everything even more painful. In the last 15 years, Everton has been eliminated from the League Cup 10 times in the 3rd round. In other words, it's practically become routine. The fans' frustration isn't just with this defeat, but with a decade of this pattern repeating itself. What's clear is that Everton's current moment raises many questions. Is Moyes right to bet on the long term, even if it means early elimination? Does the squad really have the depth to face multiple fronts of competition? And how long will the fans' patience last? The fact is that the season is just beginning, but it's already signaling that it won't be easy. And do you think Moyes did well to prioritize and rotate the squad? Or do you think Everton missed a great opportunity to chase a title? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the Toffees news.